Hey guys, I know it's been a little bit, but welcome to another video. And this is my top 5 favorite wrestling related DVDs that I own. It was really hard to go through these because I have quite a bunch. And recently I started picking more of them up on Blu-ray because they started releasing more on Blu-ray. But my brother, he has a lot of wrestling DVDs, so I went through those too. And I picked out my top 5 favorites here. And I'm gonna start off from 5 and go to my very favorite one. Okay, so number 5. Number 5 is this one that came out recently, and it is CM Punk Best in the World. Now this is a documentary style. Actually, all of these are documentary style. We do have a lot that are like wrestling matches, pay-per-views, and stuff like that. But these are probably my favorite, are the documentary style ones that WWE releases. But anyways, this is CM Punk Best in the World, and this talks about how he started his career from nothing, absolutely nothing, wrestling in his backyard in trash, to where he's at now. He's like the WWE champion, which is awesome. This is a really good documentary. Has a lot of great matches, and highly recommend this one. Very, very, very good. CM Punk is great as a wrestler, very good wrestler, and this is a very good DVD. So if you want to check out a really good one, I suggest checking this one out. CM Punk. Number 4 is the late and great Viva la Raza, the legacy of Eddie Guerrero. Now this documents Eddie Guerrero. If y'all know him, I don't know where you've been. Eddie Guerrero, such a great wrestler. Unfortunately, he passed away, and his legacy still continues. He still gets remembered. But this one documents how he got into wrestling, how his family was. He grew up in wrestling pretty much, and like his nephew, Chavo Guerrero, and his wife now, Vicky Guerrero. She's in WWE, and it just tells how he went from, again, like just like any other wrestler, from nothing, people telling him he'll never be WWE champion or never be a world champion, to becoming the undisputed champion, which is, such a great tale. And Eddie Guerrero is such a great wrestler, and this one's a really, really good one too. This is kind of hard to find. I've never seen it. I haven't seen it anywhere used at all, but this came out in 2008, so yeah. But again, rest in peace, Eddie Guerrero. This was such a great DVD. The next one is one I really, really, really enjoyed. This is number 3 in the list, and this one is The Rise and Fall of WCW. This talks about where WCW all began, like the Saturday night stuff. It talks about like the NWA. It talks about Goldberg. It talks about anything you can imagine. Starrcade. Talks about the management that happened, things behind the scenes, a lot of the controversies. Talks about a bunch of stuff. This is such a great set, and it talks about how they went from like nothing to the most rated wrestling TV show on TV in history, to eventually, they got bought out by Vince McMahon, which is pretty sad. But again, this one's really, really good one. I really recommend this one if you haven't seen this one. This is pretty cheap to come by too, if you can find it. The Rise and Fall of WCW. Now number 2, this is another one, but this one, I love this one. I love hardcore wrestling, like thumbtacks and tables on fire and people hitting each other with bats and stuff. I don't know why, I really like watching stuff like that. Like I watched a videotape recently with my friend where the whole ring was on fire and they had to run away. It was crazy. But this one is The Rise and Fall of ECW. Now if y'all know, ECW is Extreme Championship Wrestling. This DVD set here is a 2 DVD set, and this one is also a documentary style with has Paulie Heyman, where he literally started from nothing, and it was pretty much nothing. A lot of wrestlers were not paid. Most of the wrestlers, they were also the ones like printing the t-shirts they were selling. They were helping build the ring. It was very budgeted, very low budgeted, but it became like a phenomenon. Everybody got into it. A lot of great wrestlers came out of it. Terry Funk, Taz, Bubba Ray Dudley, Stone Cold was in ECW, Rob Van Dam, you know, Sabu, you know, the list goes on. But this is one of my favorite DVDs. One of the first ones I ever got. And I remember I watched this at least 4 or 5 times. I haven't watched it recently, but this is a very good one. And I really recommend this one, The Rise and Fall of ECW. And my last one, this one is pretty hard to come by. And this is one of my favorite sets of all time. This copy, I got it when it first came out. So it's pretty old. The discs are not in very good condition. But my brother, he got another copy recently, which is like very good condition, which is pretty cool. But this is The Late, the Great. The Chris Benoit story. This is Hard Knocks, the Chris Benoit story. This is an amazing DVD. Very emotional. Even if you watch it now, it's very emotional. Of course, he, you know, committed suicide and strangled his wife and stuff, but that's besides the point. The point is, this is really good. It talks about when he became. It's during the time when when he won the World Heavyweight Championship for the first time, and it talks about where he came from nothing when he went to the wrestling dungeon with Bret Hart, the Hart family, and to where they said he was too small to ever be a World Heavyweight Champion, and then finally at WrestleMania, he made Triple H tap out to become the World Heavyweight Champion for the first time. Very emotional. Him and Eddie Guerrero were best friends, and such a great story, such a great documentary. I really recommend this one if you've never seen it. This one's Hard Knocks, the Chris Benoit story. Now these other two are just honorable mentions, which I wanted to show these just because these are really very good ones as well. And this one, I showed this one a while back when I first got it. This one's the story of Edge. You Think You Know Me, the story of Edge. This is a very good documentary about his career, how he came from nothing in Canada, Toronto, Canada, with Christian as tag team partner, and then they both they're like best friends, still best friends. And then he, you know, came to WWE and stuff, and was very successful, became WWE champion. And this one's a really good one, if you can get a hold of this one. And this last one I wanted to show is Breaking the Code, Behind the Walls of Chris Jericho. This is also a documentary about his career, and this one's a very good one as well. It has a lot of good matches on it too. And it talks about like when he wrestled here, he went to Japan, he wrestled in WCW, he wrestled in ECW. He was everywhere. But this is a very good one as well. And Chris Jericho, always going to be a classic superstar, great superstar, and really recommend this one as well. But anyways, thanks for coming by, guys, for this quick video for my top 5 wrestling related DVDs. And I hope you enjoyed it. Maybe you'll check some of them out that I talked about. Who knows? But stay tuned for Black Friday update. Like, I'm going to show what I buy. I'm not going to have that much time to like go to stores and buy the Blu-rays, because there's going to be a lot of Blu-rays that are on sale. And I'm really limited in my time because I'm going out of town. So I'm definitely going to take my camera with me. And hopefully I get to buy some Blu-rays. You know, they're going to be like $2, $3, and they're actually, some of them are pretty good titles. And I'm going to do an update, of course, of all the other stuff that I got. I'm going to do the update all together. It's going to be a huge Black Friday update. And it should be up by the end of the week or maybe the beginning of next week, so just stay tuned for that. So yeah, just stay tuned for that, and thank you for coming by. And rate this video, subscribe if you have not. And I will see you guys next time. Stay tuned, guys.